Hi, I'm Struan Robertson. Have you ever woken up feeling a bit like that? Obviously I mean deflated. Let's assume that this is you feeling fantastic. You know, maybe you walk into the office or into work one morning and people say, "How are you?" You say, "I'm fantastic, I feel great." And they say, obviously you haven't heard. And they tell you whatever this thing is. And on hearing it, you find that all of a sudden you get completely deflated. Has that ever happened to you? And you have to walk back to your desk thinking, "Oh, what now?" So we allow these things in our lives to deflate us. What are those things for you? In your personal life, what are they? Are they people letting you down? Is it rudeness? Is it the rain, the weather, late trains? What about in the office? Is it IT problems? Is it not getting a great report from your boss or being overlooked for a project you want to be part of? I don't know what it is, but these things have the capacity to deflate us. Now, if you take the list that you have and compared it to someone else, do you think that if you compared the list that you have with someone who lives in the same street as you, they'd be the same list? I think you'd probably find they are. Some very similar things deflate us, certainly in work. You can even find that someone who works in the same industry as you for another organization, if they wrote down their list of the things that deflate them at work, you'd probably find they're the same. In fact, if you looked back 5 years about the things that deflate you and looked at the list you have today, you'd probably find it's the same list largely. You know, when we allow these things to deflate us, they just continue to deflate us. You might even leave your organization and go to another organization to avoid them and find they've got the same list. See, people who do well don't do well because they don't have things to deflate them. They do well in spite of them. This capacity to stay in a really good mood, to stay in a really good shape, or to be a 10, regardless of these things being there. I encourage you as these things come to relook at them and think, you know, this is too important. It's too important to feel good, to allow some of these little things to deflate you, and become resilient to them and be a 10.